So, the clash of the current giants. There is Collins, of course, more or less over that leg injury. At least that's how it appears, although I'm told that the leg still weeps. He had about 300 stitches in that wound. And there's Major just turning the fuel on, trying the clutch, settling down. That familiar checkered crash helmet, you can see at the bottom there, the yellow and black striped helmet, of course, the helmet colour in this race, which signifies he's going to be on the outside. So it's going to be Collins on the inside, Major on the outside, and a couple of tough customers in grids 2 and 3 too. Neither of those riders can be ignored. Dougie Wire from Sheffield, 1 point so far. Gordon Kennett, reckoned to be a bit of a shock merchant perhaps in this meeting. A bit disappointing first time out with 1. So heat 7 really with a great deal in prospect, surely. Collins on the inside, Major on the outside. 2 real spoilers in grids 2 and 3. There's Pete Collins. The start's going to be so important. Can Peter Collins avenge that World Championship defeat in Gothenburg? Can he beat his old ex-teammate, his old rival, Ivan Major? Major is the one who is taking his time to settle, trying the old kidology perhaps. Collins not a quick starter. Major, of course, like jet lightning. And it's Major on the outside and Collins on the inside. And it's Major who leads into the first corner. Collins is in second place. In third place, it is Gordon Kennett, and Kennett has got the better line around the outside of Collins, and Kennett's gone towering under Major, and Major wasn't expecting that. And now we've got Collins trying the inside run on Kennett, and this really is super speedway. Kennett battling back again under Collins. Now trying the outside run, so very wide, and he has gone past them as sweet as a nut. What a piece of speedway action. Collins was jostled and bumped and banged by Gordon Kennett. He got no mercy from him. He chased after Major. He came back. We've lost Kennett there running on the fence, disappearing in the dirt. But Peter Collins really is magnificent. We really have had about a minute of absolutely tremendous action. Nobody surely will argue with that. Collins is going to be the winner, and what a winner! Peter Collins. Second place was Major. He really must have been wondering what hit him, because they came from all directions at him there. Collins and Major, a happy picture, and who said in Speedway, if you miss the gate, you can't come from the back. Magnificent. Well, here's the crucial point of heat number 7. You can see it's Collins on the inside, Major leading, Kennett's on the outside. They really get tight there. And you can see Collins switching to the outside of Major. Kennett is even pushed further wide. Major's still riding a beautiful line around the curve. There goes Collins trying to lock back. Kennett's come underneath him. There's Gordon Kennett coming battling through. So Collins is now back in third place, and Kennett's almost through inside Major. In fact, he is there just for a moment or two. There's the big 3 going down this back straight, and Peter Collins says, this is it, lads, grabs a handful of throttle. Here he goes. He's gone round Kennett. He's still keeping it going strong. Major's looking in the inside, is he? But he hasn't seen where Peter Collins is attacking him, and Collins has gone round the outside there, and that really is as fine a piece of speedway overtaking as we're likely to see on ITV. Well, there's Peter Collins, and describing the race there to Jimmy McMillan, and it looks as though even he was a bit excited about that. Heat number 8 as we regain our breaths here at Belle Vue, Manchester. And we have got, again, one of the big boys in Heat 8, because we've got Ole Olsen from Coventry in Denmark, who won his first race in convincing style. He's in this time against young Michael Lee, another race winner first time out. So some more fireworks perhaps coming up in Heat number 8. Olsen settling down there, you can see looking very, very calm and assured. Olsen on grid 2, there's the full lineup. Graham Drury from Hull, well, he's had a second place first time out, and will give nothing away. Graham Drury on the inside, Olsen in grid 2, Jankarts, Edward Jankarts from Poland and Wimbledon in grid 3, Michael Lee on the outside, and again, this one could be pure TNT. Heat number 8, the start is going to be important. Olsen and Lee perhaps of 2 to watch grids 2 and 4. It's a very, very even break, but it's Olsen who gets there first, and Lee going around the outside, and Jankarts going between the pair of them. And the big huddle and all the knocking and bumping makes Olsen emerge emerges from the rush, and it really is tremendous speedway. Yanko's on the inside, Michael Lee on the outside. Lee's been pushed back into third place, and once again we have got a firecracker. Well, Olsen took advantage of a rare old piece of jostling and elbowing on that first couple of corners, and now Lee is having to work really hard to get outside Yanko's. I think he's done it just as they go tearing under our commentary position. There's Olsen. Second place now, Lee in the outside, leaving a great big gap there for Yanko's, but getting the better line down the back straight here at Belle Vue. I don't think he's going to catch early Olsen. The last lap, 418 yards or 382 metres. And Olsen really looks very cool and assured. Very hairy on the first corner. There's Olsen tearing around the pit corner. Lee in the high, wide, looking for the drive, but left it too late. So another good speedway race. Olsen collects the 3 points. Michael Lee has 2. Yanko's, who really got stuck into the action on the first corner. There's Olsen looking quite happy. Seems to be losing a bit of oil from his silencer. You can see it looks like he's burning coal, in fact. Well, the first 2 corners of heat number 8 really were crucial. Let's watch for Olsen in grid 2, Lee on the outside, and watch for Yanko's in grid 3. He's in the white helmet colour, and he really gets among them on this first corner. Olsen gets to the corner first, but Lee is in second place here from the outside. Now watch Yanko's. He grabs some throttle and dives up underneath Lee. You can see there, giving Lee a big back wheel, almost gets around the outside of Olsen, switches back in, and once again we really had a superb piece of speedway action on those first 2 corners. Back wheel almost gets around the outside of Olsen, switches back in, and once again we really had a superb piece of speedway action on those first 2 corners. Well, after 8 heats of pretty hectic action here at Belle Vue, there's the leaderboard. Peter Collins and Ole Olsen jointly in the lead on 6 unbeaten. Michael Lee, Ivan Major and Ila Taroma creeping up there on equal 3rd position, and Jimmy McMillan in the picture from Wolverhampton on 4 points. Lead number 9 then, with 3 of the top contestants. On the inside, Taroma. Next to him, it's Lee. In grid 3, it is Phil Hearn. And on the outside, it is Peter Collins. Collins has really brought this enormous crowd to their feet with some colossal overtaking in his earlier races. Let's see if he can make this vital jump in heat number 9. Well, I don't think he's made it. No, he's got a terrific amount of throttle on going around the outside. Collins didn't make the start, but get everything screwed on, and he goes into the lead. In second place, it is Lee. In third place, it is Taroma. And Peter Collins, although he never really, what you might say, made the start, just kept everything screwed on. These machines, of course, 500cc. Collins on a Wesley. And once again, you can see this fabulous racing track at Belle Vue. They really can have a go here. It's fair for all. It's not just a test of machines, it's a test of men and courage and reflexes and ability. And who's to say that Peter Collins is the master with everything in his favour? It looks like Taroma has got underneath Lee, and Lee's got bursting back on the inside of him. They're having a real old double for second place. Collins has time to look over his shoulder to see where all the action is as they go into the last lap. There it is, and once again Taroma creeps around the curve on the inside of Lee, but Lee gets the better run down to the pit corner, and it's all action stuff. Again, Collins in front, has Lee gone too wide? It's going to be a bit tight on the line here, and he holds on there quite a little bit to spare, but Pete Collins wins heat number 9. Second place, holding on there, although under considerable pressure. Michael Lee in third place, a very plucky Ila Taroma. Well, let's just have a look at that start again, because Collins never made. Just see if you can watch their clutch hands. They're the left hands of the rider. You can just see how they just let him go. Watch Collins on the outside. It just absolutely drop him as though it's a hot brick. Peter Collins, yes, well, he just infinitesimally got the run up to the corner and kept everything screwed on around the first turn. Lee is in second place. Taroma nipped smartly round the curve in third place, but Collins really getting a measure now of this BLRC. Major in grid 3, well, 5 points, the reigning world champion. There's Ivan Major and the old fox around Belle Vue. And on the outside, it's Ray Wilson. And a little piece of sentiment, of course, because it was Ivan Major that taught Ole Olsen so much of his skill here on this Belle Vue track when he came over here as a novice back in the early 60s. Major trying to nudge the tape. It's a very, very good clean break, though. And it's Olsen and Major goes across so bravely there, but leaves a gap. Olsen gave him a nudge, and Olsen is going to come out in front, or is he? No, Major has got the better line. Ivan Major on the outside, Olsen on the inside, and Olsen really took his front wheel away from him then. Absolutely no mercy at all, and Olsen and Major are again having a tremendous battle there. There's Olsen, there's Major. In third place, it's a very old battle. Jimmy McMillan creeping up into the picture now, and Major now has got Jim McMillan right up his exhaust pipe, and Ray Wilson's not far behind either. And they're ducking and diving about all over the place here at Belle Vue. Olsen's established his lead, but Major has got Jimmy McMillan coming around his outside, shuts the gate on him as they go into the last lap. You can see there Olsen flying through trade. Olsen, Major, McMillan, Wilson, they're very, very close, aren't they? Considering it's a big track and they're going flat out for 4 laps. Olsen wins that one. Major is second. In third place it was McMillan, but once again some pretty ruthless old speedway from Ole Olsen. Really neat took Ivan Major's front wheel away from him. And there he is looking a good bit more relaxed, so he should too, with 3 wins to his credit, but he's still got to meet Peter Collins. 12 tremendous races here at the British League Riders' Championship final. The riders have each completed 3 rides, and that is the really interesting situation at the top. Peter Collins and Ole Olsen, the big guns, unbeaten on 9 points apiece. Then we have Michael Lee and Ivan Major, the old fox and the new whiz kid, on joint third place on 7 apiece. And then we have 2 of our continental chums who are poking their noses in the picture, Edward Yankarts and Ela Taroma on 6 apiece. The lull surely before the storm in heat number 14. Ole Olsen in white, Peter Collins in yellow and black. They're both unbeaten. This is their penultimate ride. They've got Dave Jessup in there in blue. Collins and Olsen, this surely will be the race to decide this 1977 BLRC, British League Riders' Championship, with Olsen and Collins both unbeaten, and this is truly the clash of the giants. Heat number 14, the one that surely will decide this British League Riders' Championship crown. Billy Sanders on the inside, Dave Jessup in grid 2, but there are the 2 big guns. Ole Olsen in white, Peter Collins in yellow and black. They're both unbeaten. They both have comparatively easy passages in their last ride. This is their penultimate ride. They're settling down. Collins has been electrifying from the back. Olsen, of course, such a tremendous stylist, whether up front or from the back. Ruthless in his style, ruthless in the way he passes. He gives absolutely nothing away. So heat number 14, let's watch this outside. Olsen white, remember, Collins on the outside in grid 4. And it looks like Olsen and Collins have got out together, and Olsen gets to the corner first. Collins is back in third place, going around the outside of Dave Jessup, and now Collins chasing after Ole Olsen. What can he possibly pass the Great Dane? And he's going around the outside, and Olsen has shut the door there, so can switch the inside, and he's going like a steam train. Olsen has gone around the outside of him, and really, this is absolutely first rate speedway. You just cannot take it away from these 2 riders. They're having the most colossal battle. Olsen leads. Second place is Collins. Let's just sit back and enjoy this tremendous action. Olsen, Collins, there's the distance, and now Peter Collins has just a lap to catch up, and Olsen, I think, is going away. So Ole Olsen is held off the challenge of Peter Collins. I don't think PC is going to get up now, and that really has been masterly speedway from Olsen. You've got to take your hat off to him. He was under colossal pressure from Peter Collins. He held him off quite beautifully. The crowd, of course, it's a Manchester crowd, a bit disappointed, but you have to salute a master. Ole Olsen really did everything right in heat number 14, and that surely will give him this British League Riders' Championship crown for the 2nd successive year. Olsen then in the white helmet colour, Collins on the outside. This intriguing battle for heat number 14. You can see the start, a pretty even break. Olsen, though, the one who gathers the most revs up to the corner. He gets there first. Collins is in second place. Jessup has made a run around the inside, but it's Olsen quite clearly as they go down the back straight, and now Collins knows he's just got one man in his sights. He goes right out wide into the dirt to try and take him in one fell swoop. Olsen sees the danger, cuts across. Collins switches back on the inside. Now, is this the point where he loses it? He seemed to just lose control. His front wheel just moved off the ground. Olsen stormed away there, and Peter Collins didn't look at all happy in that moment, and that could have been the time when he lost heat 14 and possibly the BLRC as well. So here we go into heat number 15, and this one could be quite interesting, and too could have a vital bearing on the top three placings, because we've got Michael Lee, he's on 7 points, and we have Ivan Major, he's also on 7 points. They're both on the inside. Mike Lee there in the darker red helmet colour. Ivan Major is in the blue helmet colour, and Ivan is having all kinds of problems in the pits, so we're informed, with his mechanics. He's on a third bike. Two of his own have gone up in smoke, and now he is riding a machine borrowed from the Belle Vue skipper Alan Wilkinson. Major bursting out of the pits there as the Warriors all wander out to have a look at the action in heat number 15, and it should be quite a fair bit of action too, because Major has got 7 points on that borrowed machine there in grid 2. Michael Lee too has 7 points, and they're both in contention certainly for a place in the frame. Major's in grid 2, Kilby's in grid 3. On the outside it's the reserve Chris Pusey in for the absent Malcolm Simmons. The inside grid's in, the ones to watch. Lee on the inside, Major next to him. And oh yes, Major anticipated that one well. Major it is who leads. In second place, coming around the outside, it is Kilby. As they all pile up at the back there, it's Lee and Kilby in second place, but Major in front. And now it is Lee trying the outside run on Ivan Major, and Ivan doesn't seem to be going very quick at the moment. They really are piling up into a heap as Ivan Major on this borrowed bike. And as he goes around mid-track, it is Lee on the outside, and it is now Pusey who's got up into third place. And once again, we have really some remarkable action as Michael Lee storms around the outside. Major shuts the door. Now Lee's got on the inside, and Michael Lee has 8, which is the old Foxes. Again, Major comes battling past him, and once again, we have a race to write home about. Lee outside, Major on the inside. They're ducking and diving and swapping about. It's difficult to keep pace, but it's Lee now in front. It is Major on the inside. Lee, can he stretch it? Yes, down the back straight. They're on the last lap, remember. Once again, what a race. Oh. Mike Lee's going to win it, and that really was some good speedway from him. Michael Lee wins it. Second place was Major, despite that borrowed bike. Third place there eventually was Bob Kilby. We seem to have lost Chris Pusey on the last lap, but it was all about the boys up front, and it was Michael Lee, the young man, 18-year-old, and Ivan Major, the world champion. They really did give us a race to remember. They've got one race left apiece, and there we can see clearly now Ole Olsen from Coventry, the hot favourite. He's on 12 points, unbeaten after 4 races. Peter Collins in second place, Michael Lee in third place. Then we have Ivan Major and the big surprise packet here, Ila Taroma, jointly in fourth place. Ole Olsen just 4 laps away from his second successive British League Riders' Championship title being pushed off for heat number 17. Ole, the Great Dane from Coventry, is his 7th British League Riders' Championship final, actually. He's the current holder, won it last year with a maximum. He scored maximum points too, winning it in 1972. So he's on a maximum here and a hat-trick of maximum wins here at Belle Vue, Manchester. Finished third, of course, in the World Championship final in Gothenburg, reckoned by many to be a bit unlucky not to have won the world title. So heat 17, Ole, well, really ought to have it stitched up, because he's got Phil Hearn on 5 points on the inside, Doug Wire on the outside of him in the white helmet colour, he's on 5, Bob Kilby on 6. Well, all of those 3 opponents must be looking at heat number 17 in hope rather than expectation. Olsen, the rider to watch in grid 2 in the blue helmet colour, needing a win here to wrap up the 1977 BLRC, and he has made the start and gets to the corner first, although the field and pack are snapping at his heels. He's stretching away down the back straight. In second place it's Kilby, in third place it is Wire, but now Ole Olsen, with his vast horde of Coventry fans to support him, is on his way surely to a win in the British League Riders' Championship final. Stretching them out there, down this back straight. There goes Ole Olsen, number 8 on his back, looking for a maximum 15 points in this Belle Vue BLRC. He really has ridden superbly well, flashing into the first and second corner, looking very, very comfortable indeed. Riding, of course, one of the Czechoslovakian 4-valve Jawas. And Ole must like ITV cameras, because, of course, we saw him last time we had Speedway on ITV in the Grand Prix final at White City, and he won that one as well. Well, this looks like it's going to be Ole Olsen's 3rd win, but he's still a bit short of the record at this. Our old mate Barry Briggs has won it 6 times. But Olsen going around the last corner, over the line, for a really most convincing and impressive win. Ole Olsen has beaten them all. He's atoned for that 3rd place. He's a bit unlucky in Gothenburg. The rain really and mechanical troubles upset him, but he's really has some consolation. He won the Grand Prix final, we saw that on ITV, and now he's wrapped up the BLRC title as well. Ole, our congratulations. It was that race with Peter Collins that really set the seal on it. You must have known he was on your tail. Can you tell us how you were feeling just when Peter Collins was buzzing you then?
Well, Dave, I knew it had to be on that race, but then again, you never won anything in Speedway before you finished your 5 races. But it was certainly a hard one, and I think Peter and I, we were just about level on the start, coming into the first corner, and luckily I think they have been around with the greatest in that, because it was only the 2nd heat after the interval, and I got a nice first corner, a nice bit of grip around the corner. And of course I knew that Peter was going to try around the outside, so I just kept up a bit high as well. And I felt quite good. I concentrated solely on racing the heat all on my own. I didn't really know where Peter was at any particular time.
And there's the